A lot's been said about open earbuds. And if you asked me a couple weeks back, I'd have told you save your money, buy an in-earbud, and call it a day. The last few days or weeks, however, I've tested a couple open earbuds from Anchor, including the Soundcore V40i. And with the current one I have here, the Aeroclip, my opinion has shifted so far from what it was before that I might consider recommending these buds over some in-ear buds. So let's start off with how these look. It's a very minimalist design with a healthy dose of sophistication. I always say it feels like the design teams for open earbuds are different and probably better paid than those from in-ear buds because everything from the form factor, the material used, and the feel of the typical open earbud is one touch better. That extra bit of attention to detail is very apparent on the Aeroclip. The chrome finish on this arc is super smooth. The staggered look of the board, how one half is exactly twice the size of the other half, is Apple levels of design. Then the portability. These are easily the smallest open earbuds I've come across. Everything just comes together for a super premium look that will leave you thinking this costs twice their actual cost. Anchor ships these with 4 additional paddings to help secure the fit. But out of the box, this stuck on air like glue. It's crazy because it took a bit of fiddling about to fit buds like the Warmer S20, which is similar to these buds. But straight out of the box, these just slashed onto my ear as if they were specifically made for them. A lot of that has to do with this arc design. It's just the right amount of flexible with just the right amount of resistance. On air, it's very hard to notice this on, and I mean that quite literally. Usually when I'm walking and I have an in-earbud on, or some open earbuds for that matter, there's this feeling locking in the background that makes me want to take them off. That's ear fatigue, of course. Barely had that with these. At some point, I went on a 5-hour long stretch without taking them off. They are very comfortable, so much that I can say they make me want to listen to music for longer. As far as the music listening experience goes, it's Anchor, or should I say Soundcore open earbud levels of good. And that's a compliment because the Soundcore V40i I had a few days back is easily one of the best sounding open buds I've tested in a while. The Aeroclip lives up to that feat. I'll describe the soundstage as being balanced, which is saying a lot for an open earbud, since these traditionally don't do well with bass. It's not in-earbuds level of bass, but it's close, and depending on who's listening, that might even be ideal. Mids and trebles are detailed as can be, and one area, 2 areas actually, where open earbuds shine through is clarity and surround sound. Both are very well evident on this board. The surround sound experience here is a tad bit different from the typical in-earbud in that it's more open, so to speak. I would say the entire soundstage feels open. It's like having very high fidelity portable speakers playing music close to you. These are not the loudest buds you'd find out in the wild, and I found that most times I was listening at close to 60 to 70%, and that's in my living room. If you're outdoor, you're going to be testing 90 to 100% waters, and if it gets noisy, 100% might not be enough. So, once again, I'm outdoors with the Soundcore Aeroclip. Good time again to do a quick mic test. So, mic test 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 A B C D, whatever, and so on and so forth. How does it sound? Surprisingly, mics for like open earbuds. I say surprising because I wasn't really expecting it to be so. They compare very nicely to the mics you get on in-earbuds like the Soundcore Liberty 5. So when I was testing this indoors, I was really surprised by how good the mic quality was indoors. So coming outdoors, I expect it to be decent as well. But I'll let you guys be the judge of that. How does this sound? If you plan on using these for gaming, you'll be happy to hear that they can go an impressive 5 hours on a single charge. On standby, these can stay connected for up to 48 hours. Not up to what you get on boards like the QCY Crosskey R70, but that's almost twice the size of the Aeroclip. The carry case for these can do about 50 to 100 charges of the buzz, so that a full charge of the buds and the carry case can keep them on for up to a week if you are the average user. No wireless charging here, but that's to be expected at this price point. So to sum it up, what's good? Great design, great fit and comfortability, awesome battery life. What's bad? No ANC. Open earbuds don't typically come with ANC, so that's not really the fault of the Aeroclip. Should you buy these buds? I genuinely think these are one of the most exquisitely crafted buds you can find at this price point. They are finely made, they sound great, and tick practically every other relevant checkbox. The fact that they're open earbuds is perhaps the only bone of contention here. The open ear soundstage and subprime bars might not be for everyone. For a while, I thought it wasn't for me too. But 1 week with these buds, and I'm a chained man. With the Aeroclip, what you find out is bars can be presented in a whole new way. Not the punchy and deep stuff we are familiar with and probably addicted to, but as part of a crazily balanced music soundstage that ushers you into a new perspective of listening to music. I know I'm getting very, very philosophical here, but just hear me out. If you want a new refreshing experience in addition to an unparalleled fit and comfort and also top tier build quality, then yeah, you should really look at the Soundcore Aeroclip. I love them and I think I'll be using them for more than I'd care to admit.